Hi guys, my name is Louis, the owner of Overseas Pinoy, a website that tries to empower Filipino businesses around the world. So let's look at this interesting, unique oceanfront home. It is different to what you usually know from these big villas. It is built in directly into the dune, if I understand right, and I'm really interested by this one. So let's go, guys.
Neighborhood kids would ride their bikes to the top of the hill here and then go shooting down this angle to be able to put a deck here.
So it is actually really built into the dune? Dune? How do you say that? Dune. Well, did they excavate this and then build again on top of it? Let's see, guys.
Provided a little bit of sanity check for us. So what are we actually looking at? This is what we call the Dune House, an underground
really cool.
home built from concrete,
Really
unique
cool.
in its design and architecture.
We are in Atlantic Beach, Florida, right on the ocean. It's a surfing community.
This was built 19...
Have you ever tried surfing? I was in Bali a year ago, 2 years ago, and I tried surfing. It is really hard. At the end of, we took an hour session of surfing, but we stayed for 3-4 to practice some more. I got really into it, started standing up quite often, but the day after, the week after, I was in so big pain. All my muscles were hurting so much. I was aching, guys. Seriously, it is an amazing sport. If you want to get fit, try surfing. An amazing experience, and Bali is a great place for that. And I hear in the Philippines we are getting a few cool places as well, so definitely check into that, guys.
75, I think it was 1968, Hurricane Dora hit here.
Hurricanes are really something terrible, something from Mother Nature that destroys so many homes so often. We have them quite often in the Philippines as well, and it's very shocking to me every time, and it makes me really sad to see how many people lose their lives and their livelihoods through that. But let's see what he creates with this video.
Because the dune was so high here, it allowed to be able to build 2 stories into a dune.
The architect is William Morgan. He's very well known, and he lived next door.
Instead of pushing the dune aside and building just another box on it, he decided to incorporate a living structure into the actual environment. We had an opportunity to acquire it 7 years ago now.
The dune houses are actually 2 separate homes that are mirror images of each other.
Oh, cool.
It's a loft style on both sides. So
very cool.
There's an upstairs and a downstairs and a sweeping staircase.
Very, very cool.
I'm Jenny Malloy.
And I'm Carl Drew. And we want to welcome you to our unique and beautiful...
So are there 2 different families living in there? Or to both rent one or bought one and they live in separate places? I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Sand dune home on the ocean. Alright, we are at the entrance to the dune house.
Mr. Morgan designed this, in his words, as an experiment.
Cool.
He based it on the Fibonacci principle, or the golden spiral.
It was very much built around perfect proportions to really create an aesthetic and a balance that can be found in nature.
So come on in and we'll show you the bedroom area and the upstairs of the loft. This is the upstairs space.
Unique thing here
is... It's very Moroccan and inspired, so very Middle Eastern.
This is the grass roof over top.
But what is cool is that it's so white and feels really
it's really integrated into the entire space. The light from the ocean, it comes in. The airflow and everything is enhanced by the openness of the orchestra piece. In addition to having the open airflow created by this wall, it also defines a unique bathroom area.
I really like my toilet to be shut all the way, though. I don't know, even if you go in hotels, it's always, especially the glass doors in hotels and hotel toilets. I hate them. I hate them. And I like my toilets to have a door to the top or be fully closed and nobody ever hears what I do there.
So this
Love
is
that
the
table.
living space of the
Love
Dune
that
house.
table.
This actually started out as a sunken living room, but because it actually was lower, you didn't get the advantage of the views towards the ocean that we have on this floor. So we actually have raised this floor level up and made it into a more traditional living room area.
You will notice that everything is still rounded. The ceilings...
It has a very 70s look to it, no? With the wood and the greyish. I love it. I really love it. It looks like a bar you can find in a hotel. If you would remove this TV and here and have a bartender standing here, doesn't that look like it could stand in a beachfront hotel?
And even this sort of a porthole, if you will. So before we leave this space, I'd like to show you something that was a card from the original owners that they gave to us, and it shows the Dune house and what it looked like in the 70s, 80s, 90s, I understand. There was no deck space at the time, and there was no way to sit and sip and have coffee with a full view of the ocean. And so Carl came up with the idea to have 2 deck spaces and a set of stairs so that our guests could easily go from the outside front of the home to the back.
I love having an espresso in the morning before leaving for work, and if it's nice weather outside, I will do my coffee and I will go to my balcony, and I have a little garden which I sip my coffee at, and I love it. And I'm sure you'll have a great experience if you do that here. Just having that 5-10 minutes in the morning to be tranquil and look at this beautiful, beautiful place.
Back of the home in the beach area.
I really love that.
And take advantage of beautiful deck space
Great,
as well.
great idea.
Alright, so now we go into the kitchen area, which is actually surprisingly big for this amount of space.
So before, this was a white kitchen. It was a white Formica laminate kitchen, and it just had basic wood shelving. So we updated it with the kitchen cabinets as well as great countertops, and we did an open...
I think I have the same countertops. No, mine are black, but I have this somewhere in my home. I think I have a floor downstairs that has this floor.
Shelving design.
When we selected the appliances, it was very much about the tolerances that we needed for the space. So you can see how close, the door had to come to the handles in order to be functional.
We weren't afraid of small spaces because we've been on so many sailboats previously. So to us, this...
What is this with all this sailboat people? First one, we had a house designed by somebody who designed sailboats and owns sailboats. Now we have this couple that spends a lot of time on sailboats. Okay, you guys, you do you.
It felt almost natural and feels a little bit like a sailboat.
One of the big additions is we actually added a powder room down here, which provided our guests a lot more convenience rather than have to go up the master suite. It's surprising.
And the door is closed from top to bottom. I love it. I love it, love it, love it.
Really more space than you think because of the rounded nature of the exterior wall. So there's depth and height provided by the nature.
Plus it could seem really small if you look at it, but if you look at the outside, it is a big place because you can spend a lot of time outside.
We're living in a dune on the ocean. So let's take a look at what that's like from the outside.
We came up with the master design plan for a pretty little walkway, a fire pit. It just all sort of flows and beautifies the property.
So it really has become almost a Garden of Eden as you
That's what you're not allowed to forget. Even if the inside looks small, the outside is big, and because it's warm, you spend a lot of time outside, I guess.
Position from the inside of the house into the ocean. This is a little secret garden here.
Oh yes, beautiful.
So one of the important things we wanted to do was to add an outdoor space where you could really watch and look at the ocean and enjoy it, whether that's over coffee or a glass of wine. Carl came up with this brilliant idea of having a set of stairs, one for each.
Carl has many brilliant ideas. I love that guy.
Side of the dune house, as well as a separate deck for each side of the dune house, which again plays on the mirror image of each other.
It fits really well.
Now we want to show you the deck. Come on.
So here we are in the deck of the Dune House, and
seriously, I see myself having the coffee.
Private feel up here because we have the grass roof of the Dune House right behind us.
Oh, if you look at this, it is actually quite big. This is where they are right now, and this is the whole home. So it isn't that small, guys. It isn't that tiny.
And it actually gives you privacy from the street, so people riding their bikes or driving by don't even know that you're here.
So as you can see from the deck, it affords these scenic views that we didn't have access to before. The sound, the sights, the smell of the ocean.
Very beautiful.
All afforded by sitting up here in this space.
It is here and you don't even notice it. I love it. This looks cool as well, no? Ooh, there's a few I quite like. This is too special for me. I don't like the attention this would bring to me. But this one I like, this one I like, this one. Oh. I hope one day I'll have enough money to buy a beachfront home, guys. So please subscribe.
The Dune House has been a very special place for all of us and our children. Even one of them wanted to study architecture after spending time in the space.
It means a lot to the community, and it meant a lot to us, this journey of renovating and putting our unique touches on this space. We really enjoyed the fact that we were able to share this and have you see a part of our space and our lives. Thank you for coming.
So I love what they have created here. They took something like a tornado or a hurricane that destroyed a lot of the city and built something amazing. They bought this house and even improved it more and built these 2 decks and this Garden of Eden, which they say it is. And I find it really amazing. I find the interior beautiful. Everything they have done and added to the house is amazing, guys. What would you prefer? Would you prefer to live in one of these other houses here and here, or in the Dune? I would really love to know. And if you love what I create, please like, comment and subscribe. I would really appreciate, guys. Have an amazing day.